Hello and welcome to The Talking Voice. I'm your host, The Heavy Hero. Today we're on location at somewhere else, and we're going to be talking about one thing and one thing only. Superman. I've recently seen, as have a couple of the fellows in this video, the newest Superman movie. And if you are afraid that there might be spoilers in here, you would be correct. So if you don't want to know them, wait to watch this until after you've seen the movie. Let's begin, shall we? So this is the 6th, if I am correct, installment in the Superman franchise that is not animated. Anybody know for sure?
I don't know.
Because the 5th one was the other one that was terrible. But this one, to be fair, in my opinion, would be the best of the Superman films so far.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
I haven't seen it in long enough to even remember. I don't even know if I've actually seen it.
And I thought
I
the
didn't.
first Zod was better than the Zod.
Yeah, once again, I have no way to go on that. Did he throw like a S at him though? And is that in the first one? Yeah.
No, that's the third one.
Oh, that's the third one? Okay. I knew that happened because they made fun of it in other things. So, yes, the enemy of this one is General Zod, who is also from Krypton and is a militaristic Kryptonian. Because apparently they were all bred in pods, and they were all bred for specific purposes.
Yep.
And so, I guess the purpose that his parents were bred for, not Zod's, but Superman's were bred for, was to break away from the normal
Science.
idea. Science, is that what they were bred for?
Well,
Maybe.
the husband was. They didn't say anything about
That's true.
the mom.
And they had a lot of really weird, like, micro-technology of moving face stuff. That was
The little like bead thing.
yeah, the weird bead things. There was a lot of that. So, it's kind of hard to take an angsty Superman seriously. I cannot agree with his problem over, I don't know if I fit in. I can lift buses and shoot lasers out of my eyes. Life is so difficult for me.
He was a teenager. till
But
he was
this
30.
one kid made fun of him, and it was.
And he
awful.
couldn't fight back. Also, really, so bunch of crap that Superman's earthly father dies trying to save a dog
From a tornado.
from a tornado. I mean, of all things, like if he went back to save his wife or something, that would be one thing. But like this is like the one time that his son listens to him and decides to not reveal that he's magnificently
Right.
superpowered and
Right.
save his earthly father.
Because it's like, whoa, bro, don't save me. I mean, I know you're like right there, and I'm right here.
Don't
but
save me, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
save
He
me.
didn't die. He
I'm
went
not
back
feeling
into the
it.
tornado, taking him back to the post-apocalyptic world from the postman.
I was really waiting for him to go and turn the world backwards and from that with some time shifting because the world, rotating the other direction.
Of course, that's how it works.
Right.
I study physics, and I can confirm that.
Yes, and I have Googled it.
Yeah. They also decimated a ton of Metropolis.
How many
yeah.
civilians do you think died
I
during
was-
that fight?
I was thinking the same thing. They lost so many people. The population of Metropolis dropped by at least a couple thousand.
Oh yeah, because
And-
they blew up. Well, I guess flew through a lot of buildings, and you gotta assume that there's gotta be a guy or two just hanging out in there.
They opened a singularity in the city.
I was thinking the same. I was like, yeah. Why would you ever want to open a black hole on your planet? A controlled black hole of like, even that size would have sucked in like I'm pretty sure a good majority of the Earth.
Oh, it would have. It didn't fucking anything in the movie,
Right.
though.
And Superman could somehow
it
go.
sucked away some of the light off of Superman. If you notice his
Right, I did see that. So can he move faster than light? Is
I
Superman an
guess-
FTL?
Maybe.
Well,
Machine?
wouldn't friction kind of just kill Lois Lane as she was carrying
Yeah,
her?
a lot of people who were caught while falling at like a different angle would have been broken in lots of different ways.
Oh, and how many sonic booms do you need? How many times do you break the sound barrier?
There were like at least 3 of them.
Just boom, boom, boom.
He did.
And they had that nice like cloud effect around him, even when there were no clouds.
Yep.
Air looks different when you go faster.
It does.
It takes on a whole
Because
nother
of
shape.
the particles.
Right, yes. All that scientifically proven stuff. They also shot a hole. I'm pretty sure they shot a hole between the Earth.
I don't know if they shot a hole.
Metropolis
'Cause
to
it-
the other
It
side.
looks like they just kind of were like
Because they had
moving
like a
the
giant
NASA.
laser beam going
Yeah.
right in between that would connecting.
I don't think it was a
other
drone though.
side.
I think they just kind of like, you know how you can take like two magnets and put them across your hand and they'll like stick together?
So they were just taking the Earth's core and going like this with
They're
it through
just like
the
a
Earth.
bunch of the mess.
So
yeah,
was that
so you
blue
just kind
beam
of
like
jostle it.
magnetism?
Yeah, like
Then why wasn't random junk just being pulled into it?
It was going up and down.
That's not coming towards it. That's going up.
Because it
I mean,
fluxed.
it was,
Oh,
it was
I
expanding the field
I
of which
often-
it controlled,
yeah.
I guess.
I often notice that if I put a magnet around a bunch of stuff that's magnetized, it starts going up and down, not towards the magnet.
Depends on the stuff.
When I see a giant laser, I automatically think that it's like cutting through or bursting a hole in there.
Well, I mean, I feel like if they did, they would have shown the hole and they would have had Superman fly through it.
And poor Lawrence Fishburne, who was kind of pudgy and
He
had
was
an
pudgy.
ear piercing, that bothered me
Yeah,
a
well,
lot.
his daughter's life choices probably caused him.
Yeah, he did have like the neck thing.
Yeah. But
He was Morpheus.
he was Morpheus. He was the guy from Assault on Precinct 13.
No, why do you have to remind people of that?
I
movie?
love that movie. It's so good. I still haven't seen the original, which should be something it's on my to-do list. It's on Netflix to watch.
That's
but-
unfortunate.
But yes, he was in there. There were a lot of famous people. That guy from Law and Order SVU, what's his face?
Oh, guy from Special Victims Unit.
Yeah.
That guy. That's his name.
Right.
He's got like the hair, forehead thing.
Hair, forehead
Oh,
thing.
Yeah,
Talks
the hair,
about
forehead
forehead.
thing going on.
Oh, the knife fight scene? What was he gonna do?
Right, I was wondering that too. I'm like, thank goodness Superman showed up to save him
Yeah,
for
It's
later.
just gonna be a slaughter. Oh, that's one thing that bothered me. Okay, the whole movie, this woman's getting shot by A-10s, blown up by missiles, thrown by like this being that can move planets. But she dies when they crash a C-150 or a C-130 Hercules into the. No, now she's dead. Yeah, now her invulnerability is kind of penetrated.
Well, maybe she only had so many like shield points.
Her AC failed to check there.
She rolled like a critical failure on that one.
Or
It happens.
And the whole thing with the radiation between, I don't know how they were able to suck all of the Superman power out of him with just putting like him in a different atmosphere.
I didn't get that part
he goes
either.
into space.
Right, all the time. And like he's still next to the sun. It's not like just because there's a different oxygen level he would automatically lose all his powers immediately. And then everybody else would gain them much faster when they entered the Earth's atmosphere and the yellow sun. Or the younger sun. It was all because it was a younger sun that all the radiation.
So
But
like,
that's
is
right.
all of this Superman just gonna be weak?
Right, I guess if he's still around then. He dies how many times in the comics?
40.
Right. So who knows? Alright, well, that's about all I think we had to say on the new Superman. Thanks for joining us on the Talking Voice. See you next week.